Alright, let's hop on in and see how it goes. We are in fact playing Stake Tribal. Oh, oh, alright. I think I got everything set up there. This sounds fine. Needs a white source, but it's pretty decent other than that, right? Hopefully our Sneck can help us find some lands. Yep, yeah, I'm still in Bloomington. Smack dab in the middle of the cornfields. Alright, I mean, that's another redraw potentially. Hopefully this just finds a green-white source. Fetch land would be great. Perfect. Perfect. Razorverge Thicket will do as well. Blood Crypt, Bloodstained Mire. Could be Mardu, could be Jund. More an MPOC. Smelling like Mardu. I hope we don't get Blood Moon next turn. That would suck. Blood Moon's like... Our deck in general is fairly resistant to Blood Moon, but again, Blood Moon's just one of those cards where sometimes they just, you know, you can't play around it and you die. What's going on, Punk Count? Everyone had a good weekend. Happy Monday. Unhappy Monday. I guess I don't really have weekends. All the days are mostly the same. I guess weekends, Jake's home. That's kind of different. You do have a standing desk. So, figured if I was going to be lazy and skip the gym, I might as well stay in this morning. You're playing Tron today? Yeah, we're gonna start with Tron this afternoon. I don't always play the thing strictly in the order that they're in the donation queue. If they hit enough points, we push them to the top. But I also have some preferences. It's coming, dude. You know the next video has to load. It's cool. You're gonna survive. Am I binning? Am I binning this extra Jace? Hey, dude. We mini force toys? Okay. Okay. There you go. There you go. I think it's just this extra Jace. Okay, I like most of the rest of our cards here. Trading Jace for a land feels really bad. Huh. So this is kind of a tough call. It's like, do I stick the Jace or do I get some more pressure on the board? Because they have this Liliana, I kind of just want to get some pressure on the board. I think I'm actually gonna lead on Coiling Oracle and see what we hit, and then even if we miss on this, we can play the Voice of Resurgence out. Hey, Dows, with that 9-month resubscription. Thank you very much and welcome back. 3/4 of a year. I do appreciate that. Do I want to shock here? Yeah, I think I'm okay shocking here. If I hold this fetch land, it allows me to shuffle a Brainstorm down the line here, which is nice. So as long as we don't get Blood Moon, we're in a pretty okay spot so far here. Lingering Souls? Sure. I guess I need to figure out what I'm binning this turn. Is this Jace not good enough? I guess it helps me grind through the Liliana, but it's also kind of awkward versus the Lingering Souls. Restoration Angel, like, kind of protects the Jace, but the Jace, like, also isn't good against their lightning bolts either. Is it nuts to bin the Jace here? I mean, like, it depends on what you're looking to do and, like, what you think the format's like. If you're expecting a lot of fast, linear combo, then Evolution's much better. If you're expecting more mid-range interactive matchups, then having Chord of Calling is much better. Like, Evolution is not a card I leave in against decks like Mardu and Jund and Abzan and Jeskai, because it's really terrible, because it requires you to invest 2 resources. Whereas, yeah, I think I'm binning the Jace here. Whereas Chord of Calling is great in those style of matchups. Yeah, they've cast a Lingering Souls here too, so they kind of leaked some information with this. It's another land. I'm just gonna go ahead and play the Courser out here. Get a little bit of information about what's going on. I'm not sure if I want to offer. Well, now I definitely. I'm glad I played the Courser to start there. Now I definitely don't want to offer to trade Coiling Oracles for Lingering Souls tokens, because I have a Gavony Township to make these Coiling Oracle bodies more valuable. So I'm gonna go and attack Liliana here, I think. Any thoughts on Magic Arena? I don't really have any educated or informed opinions on Magic Arena. I think their advertised model sounds fucking miserable for acquiring Magic cards. I guess that's my opinion on Magic Arena. I'm not looking forward to a CCG. And if it's a CCG, I probably won't be playing it. Unless they have, like, some kind of subscription model. Gosh, we'll start the morning out right. Alright, so... Slagdo, you've been put in a timeout for making a statement like that without putting any logic or reasoning behind your statement. So if you want to make a statement like that here, you need to say Nahiri is greater than Jace because, and then use your words like the adult that I hope that you are. And if you're not an adult, then you should be a child and you should be used to be getting put in timeouts. But, you know, details. Haha! Nice Inquisition, opponent. Joke's on you. Joke's on you. This is my 4-mana card. It's amazing. Is there 4 cards in here currently? Does that let them Bedlam over this turn? Of course it does. That's kind of a tilt. Hey, not Stalin. Re-upping that Twitch Prime support. Thanks a lot for sending your fun money this way again this month. I do appreciate that. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm gonna go ahead and just fetch for basic planes here because they likely have a couple of Blood Moons in their main deck. So I don't want to draw this Misty Rainforest. I'd rather have a chance to draw a spell next turn. So we're kind of short on green, but not a big deal. All right, that's a Flooded Strand. If we're really lucky, and actually we get a shuffle here, that's so awesome. So I get to go ahead and play this Resto and blink this Coiling Oracle, which floops this land into play, which then lets me cast this other Restoration Angel, which is just, gosh, can you feel the value, chat? Can you feel the excellence? All right, I would like, I've got plenty of all of my colors. Let's just grab this. Oh, there's a Misty Rainforest on top too. Let's just floop that one into play too, shall we? Let's floop that one into play too, shall we? Resto is besto, chat. And a Coiling Oracle on top. You said it was a cool idea, forgot to put it in or opted not to, and why? That's a good question. I just don't have room for another. I think, being able to play through, what's the word I'm searching for? Being able to play through Blood Moon is more valuable than having that card in my deck, having Ouroboros. Like, I don't even have room for 2 basic islands in my mana base. So, this is actually kind of an interesting turn. Do I offer the ability to eat my Courser to take 3 counters off the Liliana? I almost feel like I'm supposed to here. Like, am I willing to trade Courser for a Lingering Souls token to take 3 counters off the Liliana? Because they're going to get to flash back 2 Lingering Souls next turns, which is going to really gum the board up, which means this Liliana is going to get to ultimate. So I think I have to be willing to trade And like they could go eat my voice, chump here, take one, but that at least still takes one counter off the Liliana, which gives me a little bit more breathing space to take it down. I am planning to go to Milwaukee in April. Yep. Okay, sweet. And this is the block I was expecting here. So we're effectively trading Courser for a Spirit token plus 3 loyalty off of Liliana. So I think that's an okay exchange for us. Like this Courser's gotten a lot of value. It's done its job. Yep, that's Dr. Peasy. Dr. P. Rizzle. Wow, gross. They have multiple metamorphos. That's interesting. Put it in the tank here, probably debating on whether or not they want to protect this Liliana. Because remember, the Liliana, since we don't have any cards in hand, if they want to push this Liliana up, they're going to have to lose a card, and we're not going to lose a card. So basically, like, they're trading a card in their hand for a loyalty on the Liliana. So they have to decide if that's a worthwhile exchange for them. Yeah, I don't know. I don't really play Paper Magic anymore. It's like very, very sparingly. I'm willing to trade a Restoration Angel for Bedlam Reveler here. That seems like an okay trade for us, right? This seems like kind of annoying. Are we okay with this trade? It kind of sucks against Culligan's command, right? But I also don't really want to take 5. I guess I get to start Gavony Townshipping next turn though, which is appealing. Yeah, I'm gonna take 5 because of the Gavony Township. I'm gonna leave this fetch land uncracked for the time being. We have another basic forest in our deck I can go get. Oh, we have 2 more basic forests actually, right? Yeah, I think my fetch lands are wrong, and since I have 3 basic forests now, I should probably cut a Flooded Strand and go up to a 4th Windswept Heath. I didn't adjust my fetches when I adjusted the basic land count composition in our deck. Alright, it's Courser, sweet. If I play this and it misses, I guess I get 2 looks and I don't want to lose it to Liliana plus. Gosh, why did I ever doubt myself, chat? Why did I ever doubt myself? This on top is, it's okay, but I think we just need to activate Gavony Township this turn, right? I think we just need to activate Gavony Township this turn, which is unfortunate, just like losing value on these fetches. But I think we just have to do this. Yeah, we need to Gavony, so their blocks are bad. Oh no, chat! Oh no! The uncastable goblin. What a tilt. Yeah, I think this is correct, but it definitely feels bad. Definitely doesn't feel good. All right, crack you for 8. That goblin's gonna be, ain't that the truth? Ain't that the truth? And now that the township's going, they really can't be attacking too much with the Bedlam Reveler, because we're just gonna like be very lethal on the backswing potentially. Like these oracles are going to 3 power guys. The voice and the Courser are going up to 4 power. The township as the 23rd land's been really good. Been pretty happy with that. Hey! Hey, Justin Ells with that brand new Twitch Prime support. Thank you very much and welcome. I appreciate that. As always, subscriptions are the best way you could support what I do here. So thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, they have a Dread Boar. It's decent for them. So they have one card left. They get the flashback lingering. Oh, they have another Bedlam Reveler. That's a pretty good last card. Pretty good last card. That's 4/5 attack. They must have... That attack would signify Fatal Push, right? Feels like Fatal Push is the only thing that could signify. This is just killing her, right? I think that's just killing her, so that way this Kiki can stay in my hand. Like, it's not super valuable in my hand, but... And then there's really not any reason to wait here, so I'm just gonna do this now. No, I don't think so. Like, it's always like my same question, right, Adam? Like, what problem are you looking to solve by playing Knight of the Reliquary in this deck? And our mana base can't really afford to play colorless lands. So, like, if we're adding lands in Knight of the Reliquary, not only are we cutting spells for Knight of the Reliquary, but we're also cutting spells for, like, the other lands that we're trying to fit in. Yeah, the Twitch app and Twitch Prime do not integrate well, which is sad. All right, well, we're not combo killing them, but hopefully we're not gonna need a combo kill here. These Bedlam Revelers are getting kind of scary though. I think I'm just gonna stack block one of them here. I think I'm just like putting voice and everything, all the Coiling Oracles on one of these, and just like taking a 6-ball from the other. They have 2 cards, so if they have 2 pieces of removal, we get savaged here. But I think I just can't keep. I can't be chump blocking these, so I need to take them off the table.
This one.
So hopefully this dies. Looks like they're gonna push.
This one.
They're gonna push. They're gonna push an Oracle or bolt an Oracle and then trade with the other 2. That's pretty good. It definitely could have gone worse for us. Hold on, Declan. I feel like we're actually kind of behind at this point. This Mardu deck is just so brutal. This is actually why there's an Orzhov Pontiff in our sideboard. Just Bedlam Revelers are such a beating. Am I dead on board if I attack? If I attack here... I might be dead on board regardless, actually. Block 1, 2, 3, 4, and then I take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we're gonna be dead to a bolt, and they've only played 1 bolt in 26 cards. I'm pretty sure we can't win this game anymore since our Kiki-Jiki has been discarded. So maybe, and this is kind of an interesting point. I'm not sure that I think that turn that I activated the Gavony Township for the first time and burned both those shuffles on the Courser and then drew a Kiki. I think that was the turn that we started losing. Like, getting the Gavony Township activation that turn was nice, but I feel like losing not only the Eternal Witness that we shuffled away, but also the selection from those 2 fetch lands, and then like we had worst case scenario after we burned the selection from those fetch lands and we hit the uncastable Kiki off the top. So it's not even that they're impossible to outgrind. I made a bad decision, and like that's like a typical Magic player cop out. It's like, well, I could just say that the matchup's bad and like we just can't outgrind them with our grindy deck. But I think the actual thing is you need to be critical of your decisions and look at like what are the choices I actually made in this game. And the most important decision I feel like I made was that turn I opted to activate my Gavony Township sooner at the cost of at the cost of losing those fetch lands, losing that Eternal Witness on the top of my deck, and I think that cost was too high, and that was an incorrect decision. I mean, like, sure, like, we definitely got a little bit unfortunate after that, but, like, you can't focus on the parts that you got unfortunate on, 'cause you can't control the variance that comes with it. But I mean, like, that's just, like I said, I hate looking at games like that, because those are typical Magic player cop-outs. There was nothing I could do. None of my decisions mattered. I just got unlucky. Like, you don't get better at Magic by saying shit like that. You don't get better at Magic by making choices like that. You have to look at it and go, well, was the upside of, like, imagine if I kicked that Eternal Witness, I'd have a Jace in play right now, and then we'd have so much selection going that we'd probably win the game pretty easily. So yeah, exclamation point deck gets you a deck list. Have you seen the new green black value town with Get Rock? I don't understand why they call them why he refers to just is every deck Todd Steven touches a value town deck? Like, does like shoving a bunch of Ghost Quarters and Azuzas into a deck make it a value deck automatically? Is that how that works? I'm kind of confused on the details. It just looked like a collection of like really clunky cards and like a green black shell. I think binning the Jace was correct. I think keeping the Restoration Angel was fine. I think the way the board state was, I wasn't in a position, like they had 2 Lingering Souls in their discard pile, so I think binning the Jace was definitely correct. I'm pretty happy with those choices. I think the turn that I had led into... Yes, I am just burning my opponent's clock because they've played slowly. Alright, so these are out. These are fine. Thragtusk is good. Rex Sage is fine. Forge-Tender is actually pretty reasonable in this matchup. We want to cut the Noble Hierarchs because having extra mana creatures in a matchup where we're trying not to flood out is bad. Do I want this extra Jace? Probably want this extra Jace. Would you play an Esper mid-range deck as a donation deck? You should always message me first. I never like to say yes or no, especially for like weird tier 2, tier 3 archetypes without seeing them first. How do we feel about just cutting Clique here? I kind of just want to cut Clique. It's pretty bad against Lingering Souls. I'm cutting Kiki-Jiki as our route to combo because I think we can just beat them down. Also, just like drawing uncastable Kiki-Jiki really sucks. I think just like Jace plus Restos is probably good. This is the only deck I'm playing this morning. So just a quick morning stream. Normally we stream in the afternoon. So this afternoon we're going to play 2 or 3 different things. But this morning I am just playing Kiki Chord, yes. I don't think Blessed Alliance is good in this matchup for the person who suggested that. Like, did you see all the tokens they had that game? Like, this card's never killing anything meaningful, and I have no desire to pay 2 mana to gain 4 health. Like, that doesn't seem particularly appealing. Oh, I'm so... That's my favorite. Yeah, Eidolon's actually kind of interesting here, especially because we have so many instant speed things and they don't really. The 1/4 stats are pretty reasonable as well. That's actually interesting. How do we feel about this Eidolon? I kind of don't mind the idea of that. Hey, Sirkin, with that brand new Twitch Prime support. Thank you very much and welcome. I do appreciate that. So sending your Amazon fun money this way this month. Yeah, then that's true too. This is pretty bad against decks that have a lot of removal. Lotus Cobra isn't super good here. I'm gonna trim that and bring these in. How do we feel about these? I need 1 more cut if I want to bring in both. I kind of like the 1/4 stat line on this. Do I need both Forge-Tenders? Maybe I don't need both Forge-Tenders. Oh, it's pretty good at blocking. It blocks, yeah, I'm gonna keep both Forge. I'm gonna pour out the Selfless Spirit. I'm gonna cut the Selfless Spirit. Might regret trimming the Selfless Spirit. We'll see. I'm gonna keep this on the play. It's a little loose, but we'll see. Kiki is good in the matches where your opponent is the linear, non-interactive decks in Modern. The matches where you need to slow them down a touch, but you don't have time to attack them with 2 and 3 power creatures for 3 to 4 turns. Matches where you just need to combo them and then kill them. No, the Chord is very good. Chord is a great value card that gets you whatever you're looking for. This card is the reason to play the deck. Like the fact that like someone was talking about like Eldritch Evolution versus this card earlier. You don't board this card out in matches that are going long. It's your best top deck. Hey, Zero Forever. It's a brand new $4.99 a month subscription. Thank you very much. I really appreciate that. Subscriptions, as always, are the best way you can support what I do here. Also remember with like mana creatures and stuff, cording for larger amounts isn't that unrealistic. This is another hand that kind of sucks because it's just going to get ranged by a Blood Moon, but I'm going to fetch a Breeding Pool with this because we just need more green mana and we need blue mana. Yeah, the fact that this card just like locks out their Bedlam Reveler from beating us down is so great. And this is just like typical Kiki Chord things, right? Just like kept 2 lands on the play, drew like running 4 drops, died. Well, I appreciate that. Thanks for contributing. You, those subscribers, they help me do what I do here. I'm glad you get some use out of the YouTube stuff. You know, we're going to start with Tron this afternoon. I didn't feel like Troning this morning. Tron's a really quick league usually, and Kiki Chord usually takes a little bit longer. I have like an hour and a half, hour 45 minutes or so this morning, so I didn't want to play Tron and only be on for an hour, because usually Tron's only an hour. This really sucks, because now they get to take our Courser, which was hopefully going to bridge us into more stuff later. Do you feel JAC is just unplayable? And I think JAC is really bad against a lot of the decks people are playing on Magic Online. I think in a paper tournament it's probably fine. It's actually pretty good against Tron. So like from that aspect it's probably okay. I think this deck's fine. This is one of the few decks I'm considering for Milwaukee in April. I don't play enough paper tournaments to take paper tournaments very seriously either, so like this deck is almost certainly not tier 1, but it's fine. We're trading an elemental for wait, what? Do they have an Anger of the Gods or something here? This feels like Anger of the Gods or Kozilek's Return or something, right? Like, why would we... Do they just have K-Command? That still seems like a loose attack, even if they have K-Command, right? Just gonna, like, shock this, get this back. Wouldn't you just rather have me discard a card? Alright, sure. Polymorph's actually on the list of decks I'm considering playing. I like that deck a lot. I think it's a lot of fun. I think it's got some busted modern draws while also being reasonable in other places. This was better than drawing another 4-drop, so we've got that going for us. I can play this out, then we'll go ahead and pass the turn back here. We can actually chord for 2, right? Probably just getting a Coiling Oracle at end of turn. Probably just getting a Coiling Oracle. This Bedlam Reveler, they've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I guess I'm only 1 away from Pontiff, which is kind of nice if I wait on this Chord of Calling. Like, can they beat a Pontiff this game? I don't. I say that attack sounds super miserable, so it's worse than your last attack. So do I want to get Coiling Oracle here, or do I want to try and take a draw? I think I just want to get Coiling Oracle and just try and start working towards the rest of the stuff in my hand. Ding. No, thank you. Alright, so I have Mystic Snake up potentially. I have Jace. I think the Mardu deck's pretty reasonable against Jund. It's hard to grind through Bedlam Revelers. I could just like windmill this Thragtusk. I don't hate just windmilling the Thragtusk. I could also like resto, blink the Coiling Oracle, draw a card. That puts a wall up in front of the Selfless Spirits. I kind of like that, actually. Or in front of the Lingering Souls, is what I mean. Because if we find we're looking for an Eternal Witness or a Chord of Calling at this point, right? So that way we can floop a Pontiff out. Tusk resto them back to 2011, right? So game one, we don't really have outs to them going this wide, but with Orzhov Pontiff in our deck, we do actually have ways to catch back up here, which is nice. Alright, so this is a Lightning Bolt. I guess I'm okay blocking here because I can trade Forge-Tender for the Lightning Bolt. Yeah, he just provides some card selection for you. He allows you to like turn random bricks in the late game into actual action. Our last card is always Bedlam Reveler, chat. Just when you think you're getting back into the game, their last card is always Bedlam Reveler. For anyone that's new. If you're new here, flashing back Souls, recasting a Dreadbore on my resto. Get out of here. If I had a Chord of Calling, all your stuff would have died. Hey, Haskow with the brand new Twitch Prime support. Thank you very much. I really appreciate that. As always, subs are one of the best way you could support my content here. Alright, so that's interesting. So I can play Voice plus hold Mystic Snake up. They only have one card left. And I guess if their last card isn't that good, being able to Mystic Snake it is pretty appealing. So I'm just gonna go ahead and pass back here. We don't actually want to draw Orzhov Pontiff. We want to draw a Chord of Calling. So we actually don't have black mana in our deck. Just for the big whammies. They know about this Mystic Snake. Because they saw it. So maybe they have a K command or something here. I'm surprised they let on this. Sure? Sure, my resto's done. I've had a stand-up desk for a while, actually. So they have no cards in hand. There's a lot of dancing there. Dance if you wanna. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and start with Jace, I think. None of those are Chord of Calling. So they know about this Thragtusk anyway, so I probably want to leave that one in my hand. I might want to redraw this Restoration Angel. I'm definitely keeping the Voice because I can play it out this turn. So I don't want them to be able to Thoughtseize that. So I think they'd rather they Thoughtseize the Thragtusk. Maybe that's wrong because the Thragtusk represents some health here. I might also just crack this fetch to shuffle just because like we're looking for Chord of Calling or Eternal Witness to lock the game up. I just don't. So like decks like Grishelbrand are a lot of fun to play on stream because like they're big. Just sure, why not? No cards in hand, draw Bedlam Reveler. What a tilt. What a tilt. Yeah, I like Jace in this deck. That's why I keep playing it. And I don't know, I always feel it feels like really egotistical to say it like that, but I don't really know how else to respond. Like, do you like this card that you keep playing? Like, if it was the first time we played the deck, I'd say, like, sure, we're just testing it out, but, like, this is, like, the 7th or 8th time we've played the deck. It's all coming at me. Yeah. And that one's going at Jace. Sorry, the rest of these are coming at us. brainstorm it back into our deck and then shuffle it away. The plan is literally on the table, Bardic. Brainstorm it back into our deck and then shuffle it away. I think I'm actually just gonna block like this because I think they have removal, and if they have a removal spell and I block this here, they'll be able to eat this for free. I mean, we win with an out, like that's a really loose line. We win with an alpha strike, like. I actually can't see Luxendal. I don't actually see that person in my Twitch chat. Why are they popping up on my? That's so weird. I wonder if my Twitch chat is bugged. I have a K command here to finish my Jace off. Yeah. So like now the question is, do I want to draw this resto that's on top of my deck? Wonder if there's someone I have blocked on Twitch. You can see that being the case. Definitely block people who are obnoxious. No, hosted people don't show up in the viewer list. So, are they dead on the backswing if they have nothing here? They take 9, 10, 11. They are not dead on the backswing if they have nothing. They chump. I think I'm going to crack the fetch. Crack the fetch here and just grab a breeding pool. Yeah, I'll grab a breeding pool. If we get Blood Moon, we get Blood Moon. Celestial Colonnade. That was probably about the same as a Restoration Angel there. Yeah, we have Township that lets us deal 11. The problem is we potentially die on their backswing. I think I still just smash with everything, right? Because, like, they're obligated to block this, right? If I attack with all of these, they're obligated to block this. How many of these do I have to attack with before they're not obligated to block this? So if I leave back Voice... Yeah, we're one off of attacking with everything, but we can force a chump block, right? So I think if I attack with this, and like they block here. So if I attack with these, and if they block here, they take 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I have to attack with everything if I want to do this. So if I attack with these and they block here, they take 6, 12 exactly. So yeah, so I need to attack with these. This forces their Bedlam Relver to chump block this elemental, which is nice. And then they're going to take 6 to go to 6. And I'm going to play this tapped land, play this Thragtusk, and pass. So hopefully going to 13 here means we can't die in the backswing, and then we'll be able to get them between our Gavony Township or our Celestial Colonnade. The Pyromancer is a lot of pressure, which is annoying. What's going on, Tom? Howdy, howdy. Another Bedlam Reveler, yep. Flashback Souls, I assume. So, Chord wins the game. Chord Witness wins the game. Just gonna trade this here. I said it wins the game. I hope it does. There's a Pontiff in my deck, right? Who? Kill ya! Smush. Look, they went from no cards in hand to draw Bedlam Reveler at like 2 or 3 different points that game. We deserve a Chord of Calling at some point, chat. We deserved the Chord of Calling. We deserved a Chord of Calling. They drew all 4. You want mini 4 stories? All right.
I think Mayor Take. I said that. No. This one.
That one? Okay. I am standing. I am, in fact, standing. Pretty easy mulligan, unfortunately. It really sucks. So, like, if any of these cards are like a random non-Gavony land, this hand would be great. Sounds like not exciting, but it's a keep. The bottom of land there. Want to do... God, just... Fucking, that's so annoying. Just every time Magic Online, never not the cards you just bottomed. Want to do a donation deck list, but I don't subscribe or anything, only use Twitch to watch you. How do I go about paying? I also... You can learn about all the details of how the donation deck lists work here. It's all laid out there. All of the details. All the details there. Yeah, I think we were one off, SP. I think we were one off. Would much rather lead on this snake than my other snake, because this snake can just die. Ooh, EE's a decent one. EE's a decent one. Coiling Oracle is great too, because like they don't really want to kill it, but like it prevents Pyromancer from attacking, which is nice. Sure, your souls linger. So I'm just going Lotus Cobra into Voice here. If you've never played it before, nope. If you've never played this deck before, I would not recommend picking it up. Unlike a lot of other people who stream, when I play a deck that I just enjoy playing but I don't think it's very good, I'm going to tell you, this deck is tier 2 at best. In a beautiful, wonderful world, this deck is tier 2. It's probably worse than that. If we're being honest with ourselves and others. I think this deck's a lot of fun. I think in Modern, there's so many decks that are like tier 2 and tier 1.5 that if you proxy this deck and you enjoy playing it, it's worth picking up. Like in Modern, you should definitely pick your deck on your enjoyment versus the power level. That's actually probably true of every format in Magic, really. Like if you're not enjoying what you're playing, you really shouldn't continue playing it. Okay, so now that they did that, it's like, do I want to EE to clear... Do I want to EE to clear the tokens, or do I want to EE to clear their 2-drops? I definitely don't want this Reclamation Sage. God bless Courser. So we're going to crack this fetch line at their end step. Just going to pass back here. I don't want to expose this to a Culligan's Command. It is exposed to Inquisitions in our hand, but I think they're more likely to have Culligan's Command than anything else. Terminating my Courser. So do I want to give them the information of what's on top of my deck versus 1 point of health? I think I'd rather they don't know what's on top of my deck rather than have me have plus 1 point of health. So I'm just gonna go ahead and let that happen. Probably take a hit for 4 here. Breeding pool here. So again, just hoping for a Chord of Calling. Another voice. I think we're getting into territory where I might need to just clear the tokens with this EE. Yeah, probably. I'm gonna play this out just so I have the option to. It takes it out of can't be discarded since I have the 2 mana up. Now, I don't think I really want to EE into. I think I want to just use the EE to check the tokens my opponent is making.
This one.
While we like wait for a Pontiff. Path to Exile. That's okay.
No.
Not super good, but
No. Okay.
oh, I need to play a little bit faster because we're definitely getting behind here. We're almost caught up in clock between Declan breaks. And sitting here taking these beatings feels really bad. Which one do you want, Declan? Yep. All right. So this is probably going to be the point where I have to blow the Sagittarius Explosive. I'll take one more draw step here. Another Path to Exile. All right. Well, I mean,
This one.
let's just do this and then clean up these Pyromancers.
This one.
It wasn't a Chord of Calling, but it does still clear our opponent's board, so let's go. I'm holding this land in my hand to brainstorm back with a Jace too, potentially. They have 2 Lingering Souls in their bin, and they have 3 cards in hand, so like we're definitely still behind here, but I think that's our best line there. The classic Anger of the Gods Young Pyromancer deck. Oh, magic. Alright, we're dead. This is the other reason why I don't think I could play this deck at a tournament. It's just, you get killed by so many random things. Yeah, no, I want to path first, because if they want to make tokens and give me a bunch of voice tokens in response to me path to exiling, like, that's great for me, right? Feels like that's great for me. So, as the donation queue implies, if you read the details, I don't play them in order. If there are more points behind something, I'm more likely to play it. But until something gets up into the 3 digits, it doesn't automatically come to the front. There is some, you know, I playing the decks that I'm choosing to play rather than just straight whoever threw the most money. We are going to play Tron this afternoon. But I felt like playing Keycord this morning, so that's what we're playing. I need to get this deck out of my system, I think. Just like 3-2 a couple more leagues with it and feel the aggressive mediocreness. So that way I'm less incentivized to work on it for Milwaukee. You're right, if there weren't voices in play, pathing first is definitely strictly correct. No, I'm just gonna play a league with this. We're already 50 minutes into this. I might not even be able to play this whole league this morning, if we're being honest. If we have a couple more log matches like that last one, I'm not gonna have time to play a full league before I gotta get Jake off the bus. Death and Taxes is an aggressively mediocre deck in Modern. The disruptive elements that it plays in general aren't particularly strong enough to warrant playing it as a deck, and its average card quality is exceedingly low, which makes it very bad against the interactive mid-range and control decks in the format. I actually really liked the Rug Kiki Crisis deck. That's another deck that I'm interested in playing some more of before... They playing Bogles? Just gonna zoo deck. What would happen if I sent you a deck and a card gets banned before you play it? Then you could remove the card from the deck or pick a different deck? Nah, I'm pretty good at being objective with my testing results, Bardic. Like, I know, like, the result of the league is ultimately, like, not what matters there. It's, like, the feel that you get while playing the actual games is more important. Like, because, for instance, you could 5-0 2 leagues in a row, but know that, like, well, I won 2 of those matches because my opponents in those matches were idiots and made bad plays, and, like, I won another match because my opponent just got exceedingly unlucky and mulliganed a bunch. So, like, really, like, we like went 10-0 in matches and we got prizes, but, like, the actual results probably weren't that if I'm playing in slightly different situations. And that's one of those things that's really hard to do when getting a feel for decks, is like that kind of being objective with the results that you're having while playing those decks. It's like, well, I'm kind of doing well, but really if I like take a step back from outside of just looking at the number and think about how I got to that number, the deck didn't actually perform that well. That's one of those things that's really difficult to do when you're building new decks and evaluating them. I think unbanning Birthing Pod would be great. I think if Tron players are allowed to play Karn on turn 3, I should get to play Birthing Pod on turn 2. I think that's only fair. I'll still die to their Karns, but at least I'll have fun while I'm dying to their Karns. Alright, so we're going to play this out. Not in a great spot here, although I guess I get to double something next turn. They mulliganed a lot, so we're in an okay spot. Like, Chords and Acidic Slimes are definitely clunky against these aggressive decks. I really hate the card Collected Company. It's just a card that, like, adds a ton of variance to your deck. I pay 4 mana for a spell, I like to generally know what it's doing. At least Bloodbraid Elf, you, like, always know you're getting a 3/2. Hopefully we don't get burned out here. They're likely a Tribal Flames deck. Dude, it's a commercial. You need to understand how commercials work. It's not the end of your tiny life. You're gonna survive, I promise. I agree. I think Bloodbraid Elf is the card that slots more naturally into Modern than Jace the Mind Sculptor. Do I want to do it? What do I want to do here? I could just have to pass. I'm gonna block a bunch of stuff. Try not to die to Tribal Flames. He hasn't been happy with Netflix lately. He really likes these stupid YouTube shows. I think I'm just courting for Courser here. Yeah, no attacks there means they're just in a really bad way. It's a very natural, visceral response to advertisements, right? Why does Judd not play Destructive over? Because they'd rather have higher impact cards than that, I think, on average, like Ancient Grudge. Alright, so I can court for, like, Dealer's Choice, anything here. I'm just gonna start attacking them. There's lots of those videos, JMM. There's lots that, some of them are, yeah. 1/4, that sounds miserable. As someone who wants to play interactive Magic, Ponza's pretty close to Tron level of beating up interactive decks. Yeah, I'm not sure. I have like 1 slot for a creature land, and Stirring Wildwood was unimpressive. So I'm trying the Celestial Colonnade, because this card's really good. Yeah, we might start the Witness Chain here. We might also just like kill them before that's relevant. What, dude? You want Power Ranger toys? Okay. Alright, it's a Bloodbraid Elf. It's a Mantis Rider. We'll see how they attack here.
No.
Depends on how they attack. If they only attack with the Mantis Rider, I think we will get Restoration Angel. If they alpha, I think we're just like trading some stuff off and getting Scavenging Ooze. So like, the biggest consideration when it comes to creature lands is basically just like damage output to mana input is basically the most important thing you want to look at.
This way.
Alright. Let's just go grab my Besto Resto here. Okay. Opponents playing Tribal Flames deck, most likely. There are a few of those that have been posting reasonable results. Uncastable Kiki-Jiki. My favorite kind of Kiki-Jiki. Still too strong, though. Uncastable Kiki-Jiki, concede. Oh, yeah. Alright, Slimes and Kiki out. Jace and Mystic Snake out. This might be a Chord out matchup, honestly, for one or two. It's kind of slow. I think I like Forge-Tender, Alliance, Engineered Explosives here. Is Eidolon good in this matchup? It turns off BBE's Cascade and it like kind of has okay blocking stats, right? That's probably too cute, huh? It's probably too cute. I don't really have other cards I want to cut either. I already need to cut one more. I already need to go down to 60. There's a constant humming noise while the mic is set to loud. I'll have to listen back. I'm not sure. I have a new... I'm using Windows for the second time ever, so maybe there's some kind of configuration issue with drivers. There's also... the fan in my computer is running. It's not that loud. I can hear it, but it's not that loud. I think Clique is good because it trades with Mantis Rider. Like, our deck's good at gumming the board, so like Mantis Rider over the top is kind of how they steal. It's kind of how they can steal games from us. I think I'm just gonna submit like this. I think bringing an Eidolon is just too cute. Boot Camp's some kind of weird OSX name for dual booting, right? No, I have an actual computer, not a Mac. Previously, I was running Magic Online on Linux via Wine, and I was having some performance issues while trying to record in 1440 because MTGO under Wine uses a lot of CPU. I think this hand's a mulligan. I don't have any turn 1 plays, and the mana in it's kind of sketchy. Like, I'd have to fetch Hallowed Fountain, but then I'm pretty far off of using this Chord of Calling. He's against the well, I'm not gonna have a babysitter in the morning, so like random morning streams like this, the kids are still gonna be around. Just looking into it for the afternoons, mainly when both the kids are here, because like right now Jake's in school, so it's not bad. The graphics are so lifelike. I actually can't stream to Twitch in 1440 because apparently Twitch is trapped in 1995 and they only support 1080. Like, I have a 1440 monitor, so like I would like to be able to record it. I forgot to save the image to Dropbox, and Windows can't access Linux partitions because, you know, playing with others isn't in the Microsoft realm of things that they do, apparently. I use Ubuntu LTS-based distributions generally. Actually help maintain an Ubuntu LTS-based distribution called Bodhi Linux. Bodhi, whatever you want. I actually have a pretty good CPU. I have a i7 4790. Yeah, you need to see if the recordings work. It's recording right now, so although the file just says 512 kilobytes, so maybe the recording's not working. I need to see if it's actually recording in 1440 right now. Everything's running really well, but OBS seems to have issues recording files on Windows. Well, I said Bodhi or Bodhi because, like, it depending on who you talk to and, like, where their accent's from. Bodhi is a Sanskrit word, which means enlightenment. So it depends on the dialect how you actually pronounce the word, where they come from, where you come from. Pretty aggressive curve from the opponent here. I think because I drew another 2-drop, I'm just going to play this voice out and fetch a tap land here then. We'll grab a breeding pool so we can cast this this Vendilion Clique at some point. If our opponent doesn't have like Tribal Flames or another sorcery, we can actually double block the Tarmogoyf, which is nice for us. Yeah, I think part of my overhead on the Linux side too is that the NVIDIA drivers are a little bit worse there, so the NV and C encoding's worse. But also, I'm not actually sure if this is actually recording right now, because if it's not recording, Linux runs it fine without recording. That's a really good elf. That's a really good elf. I don't think I'm playing any Legacy today, Horodurk. We had a bunch of people send extra money for Tron this afternoon last night, so I think we're just going to Tron some people. Alright, so when they smash with everything here... The elf is Siege. It's better than Siege Rhino, right? I think I'm just taking 6 and trading here. So we've got... That was a fantastic draw. Courser is so good. We just appreciate Courser for a minute here. How wonderful he is. They have another removal spell. We're going to be in a lot of trouble, but hopefully they just have more poopers. We'll be able to get some good blocks in here. Thanks everyone for hanging out this morning. I really appreciate it. If you're new, welcome. My name is Jeff Hoagland. I stream Magic on this channel every Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday afternoons at a minimum. I also do some random mornings and evenings like this as well. So if you're enjoying what you see, please make sure you hit that follow button. It doesn't cost you anything, helps other people find my stuff. You'll get notifications on when I go live and with what by doing that. So Tribal Flames kind of sucks here for us. Oh geez, this is gonna make their Tarmogoyf bigger too. Hey, K Smith with that 3-month resubscription. Thanks a lot. Ooh, whoo! Found a piece of candy, chat. Found a piece of candy. All right, all right. I think we're dead though. I think even with that piece, I think I need to double block here and just like trade these for the cat. I think we're just gonna be a little bit too slow here on the draw. It's like dead to any Bolt or Tribal Flames here. Dead? I mean, we're technically not dead. We get to Edict a Goyf and then gain 4, but it's not looking good for our hero, chat. It's not looking good for our hero. Two modes, gain, Edict, so you gain, you Edict. We're gonna end up at 1 here. I don't know about popular, but different people have been putting up 5-0 results with it.
This one.
I believe we're just drawing dead at this point. Yeah, looks like it. I think I'm happy with how I boarded. I don't know. I'm gonna cut these EEs on the play and bring in these Eidolons. Dude, I get it. Visceral response to advertisements. They just ruin your day. It is gonna be Go Toys. Just wait. So opponent's deck plays Mantis Rider, which makes Vendilion Clique appealing because it can trade with Mantis Rider. So I think because of Mantis Rider, I'm interested in having Vendilion Clique in my deck, because games that you win in matches like this generally involve you gumming up the board, which means the opponent's line to beating a gummed up board is them having something to go over the top. Yes, I do. I need to pay for YouTube Red. You're not wrong. Just easy mulligan into second easy mulligan here. Maybe I was supposed to cut the chords and leave the engineered explosive. Like if these were engineered explosives, I'd keep this hand. I'm gonna keep this and hope to hit some lands. So hands like this are a good stop and mulliganing theory. So a hand like this obviously needs to draw lands to even play a game of Magic, but the question you have to ask yourself when you look at a hand like this is, what's more likely? Am I more likely to run off 2 lands keeping this hand, or am I more likely to have a 4 that's playable and better than this if this draws lands? So I think this hand is more likely to draw 2 lands than we already have a 4-card hand that's better. Well, I mean, the good news is if we had a fetch land next turn, we get to go second snack into Thragtusk. I don't actually know where your on went, dude. I don't know where you put it. I assume this Cobra is not long for this world. Their deck has a lot of removal in it. Please just play a Goyf. Please just play a Goyf. I don't know where your on is. Oh, you need a diaper, huh? Alright. Say hi to the internet. Say hi to the internet. I don't know where your on is. It might be up, yeah. You can get it later. For now, we're gonna play with toys down here. No, I got you lots of toys out down here. Hey. You're fine. Yeah, I know, it's tough being 2. Nope, we're playing down. Dan needs to go finish dying. Alright, Lotus Cobra died, but we drew Coiling Oracle.
Pretzels.
Pretzels? You want some pretzels?
No.
Alright, take up. There you go. Enjoy. Ah, the perfectly castable Voice of Resurgence. Just like we drew it up. My Kiki-Jiki evolution list, I'm trying to tune for your free time. Yeah, Camwell, feel free to post it in the subs Discord. This might be a quick leak. We might just get skunked 3-0, and then we'll shelve Kiki-Jiki and go back to working on other things. Okay. For those of you that are new to the stream, we don't continue playing games that we're very unlikely to win here. While we're waiting for the third match to pop, I would just like to say thanks to everyone that's hanging out here. Hope everyone's having a good start to your week. My name's Jeff Hoagland. We play Magic on this channel at least 4 days a week. If you're enjoying what you see, please consider subscribing. That's the best way you can support what I do here. You can also support my content by supporting my sponsors, mtgotraders.com. We'll love to buy and sell some Magic Online cards with you if you use code Hoagland PayPal at checkout. Then you'll save 8% of your singles orders there. CoolStuffInc.com buys and sells a lot of cool stuff, including TCG singles. Using promo code Jeff5, you can save 5% on Magic, Pokemon, and Yu-Gi-Oh cards with them. InkedGaming.com would love to help you customize your gaming experience using code Jeff12. You can save 12% on custom playmats, mouse pads, binders, bags. They really do it all. I have a bag and a binder around here somewhere. I really need to keep those near my desk for shilling purposes. And finally, this stream is made possible by viewers like Anoronics and you. Anoronics likes to remind you to hit that follow button. It doesn't cost you anything if you're enjoying what you see. At any rate, maybe see if we can get on the scoreboard finally with the chord list. We had a 5-0. We had a couple of 3-2s. You know, just running average. We had a 5-0, so I assumed we were going to have an 0-3 scrub to balance the 5-0 at some point. You won the dial. Would you like to play first? I would love to play first. Yeah, this seems very good, right? You get to go Noble into Snack Noble. Maybe we could double Snack next turn if we're really lucky. If we're really lucky, we could double Snack. This is where the real magic happens, though, chat. The O2 bracket of the competitive league. Are they reprint? Tron lanes are getting kind of expensive, right? Ooh. Found another fair deck in the O2 bracket. Anoronics is a subscriber who has funded a lot of bonus streams. If we're really lucky, we could go double Snack into Noble, right? All right, there's the double Snack. Oh, baby, into the Celestial Colonnade. We're running on all cylinders. All right. Giggity goo. Our deck's so unfair, chat. Just the most unfair. Chord of Calling. I think I'm okay with Jace dying to Lightning Bolt here, so I'm just gonna brainstorm. God, that's such a... Do we believe in Jace yet? Just like, put 2 Noble Hierarchs back, play my fetch land, go. Oh wait, I should probably cast this, huh? Yeah, that's probably what I'm supposed to do. Should probably cast my card. Alright. I'm not a big fan of the Naya colors. They really don't give you access to... Having blue cards gives you access to have better tools in like the harder combo matchups. Turn 3 Jace with 5 lands in play. Flex. Can we combo them next turn if they don't interact with our board? 1, 2, 3, 4, blink. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. If they just like play like Tarmogoyf or something here and don't kill any of our creatures, we could hit a land and then combo them next turn. Okay. So this is going to affect our ability to combo, obviously, because obviously this is going up or down. I think I'm just spinning a Chord of Calling here. Oh man, we can Jace Storm to set up Coiling Oracle. That's actually lethal, right? So let's just do the math again. So I cast Resto off of these 4, blink this, and then I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, so that's actually lethal. Gosh, we're so good at this game, chat. We're so good at this. Is this a turn 4? Did we turn 4 them? Man, get Splinter Twinned. Get Splinter Twinned, opponent. Our deck's so busted. Do you believe in life after Jace? Where is my uncastable goblin? They printed Chalice at Mythic. What a fucking joke. People that don't think Wizards of the Coast controls the secondary market in terms of what cards cost, they're so dumb. Like, they could very easily... There's no reason to not print Chalice at rare. There's no reason to not print Chalice at rare. Oh, Watsy. Oh, Watsy. This is probably an ugly Goblin out matchup, right? Yes, we actually, so you can theoretically Lotus Cobra out the Kiki, but the plan if we draw Kiki is Vendilion Clique or Jace it back out of our hand and then shuffle. So the goal is when we have Kiki, if we draw it, to floop it back into the deck. That's the goal. I think I like this board plan.
1, 2, 1, push.
I could see bringing in Forge-Tenders. But I don't really like Forge-Tender better than any other cards I already have. Maybe this Mystic Snake is medium, but I think it's fine. It's fine. It's got lands and spells. It's got Coiling Oracle. So for those that are new to playing creature decks like this, even though Noble Hierarch was very good in that last game, you'll see it was one of the first cards I went to board out. In these, and again, this is where you have to be objective with what you're seeing. Even though we comboed our opponent very quickly in that last game, on average, we're not winning these games by combo killing our opponent quickly like that. Most of the games we win are going to be longer, grindier games, and having a bunch of mana dorks in our deck for longer, grindier games is not ideal. Just flip Coiling Oracle out here. I think I want to just err on the side of having more health and get basic lands. They're not a Path to Exile or Field of Rune decks, so I don't really need to hold basics. Faraday 146 with the 2-month resubscription. Thanks a lot and welcome back. Happy to continue to support this meme-filled content. Oh, we're happy to be memeing here. And appreciate you re-upping your support. Thank you very much. We're lightning bolting my Coiling Oracle. Resolves. Shock your serum visions. Yep, you got me. We're actually not in that great of a spot here. Dark Confidant could potentially bury us this game. I think I want to just witness back my Coiling Oracle here. Man, opponent's a Jund professional. Flip Bloodstainmire. This is a Bloodbraid Elf here. We're probably gonna have a little bit of a hard time keeping up with our opponent's board presence. Yeah, that's a lot of board presence. I think I'm obligated to trade here. Oh, they're not offering the trade deal. Yeah, just take 2. Courser's pretty dope. Do the kids still say dope? Is that a thing? Am I disconnected? Is this Courser dope, chat? Somebody help me out here. I don't understand. Is the Courser dope? Tis dope. Dreadbore. That's rude. The Polymorph deck, it's like a Kiki Chord style deck, but it has a better combo in it, right? Like a more powerful combo. I just really like those style of decks, right? Like you get to play like this kind of fair game plan, but you also just get to like randomly dumpster some nerds too. Yeah, we're just gonna Just gonna pack it up, pack it in here, and head to the next one. Pretty strong aggressive curve out of the opponent there. Their lightning bolting the Coiling Oracle actually ended up being a really good play that game. Opponent correctly identified that they were the beatdown, and bolting my Oracle was gonna allow them to leverage their advantage from being on the play and pressure me before I could make advantage of my card advantage that I was amassing. It's in fact lit. Actually, I'm gonna cut this snake and bring in a Forge-Tender. Just like bring my curve down a touch. Why does Chalice make sense at Mythic for anything other than selling packs? Oh, I just can't keep a hand without a 2-drop, I don't think, not at 7. Every time we mulligan a close 7, chat, we get rewarded with an unkeepable 6. Nah, by unkeepable, I mean we gonna gamble. No gamble, no future, chat. No gamble, no future. Alright, am I getting Breeding Pool here? I kind of don't want to take too much damage. I really liked Mystic Stake in this deck. It's been a lot of fun. It's got like good synergy with Restoration Angel and Jace the Mind Sculptor. We've bounced our own Mystic Snake a couple of times, which is just excellent.
I got it ready again.
This is match number 3. We're currently 0-2, so it might be the last one for the morning. Charmagoofy, land, land, land. All right, your move. No, Deadeye Navigator is just like a really expensive Winmore style card. Just like the games you're winning because Deadeye Navigator was relevant, you probably were winning anyways because like you had a board presence and you had extra mana to spend. I've not tried Tribal Zoo yet. Maybe at some point. I don't know. No one's wanted to see Tribal Zoo, so we haven't spent time playing it. Well, we tried. We gave it the college best, chat, right? What more do you want? Ten out of 10 in. Playing Tribal Zoo sounds sweet. And we're done here. And we're done here. All right. Well, I think I can cross Kiki Court off my short list for Milwaukee. I think that one. Here I need to wash the taste of that league out of my mouth with something else here in a little bit. This afternoon, we've got some not so sweet ones, but they're going to make me smile because, you know, there's a lot of mid-range online right now. So we're going to Tron some nerds later this afternoon. What else do we have in the dock? We got some Tron. We've got a brew here with Venserval. I think this is an 8-ticket league deck. This one feels like an 8-ticket league deck. We've got some Bant, Eternal Witness, Cryptic Command, Venser shenanigans, and we've got some 5-color human. So we've got some good decks. We've got a wacky deck. I'll be back this afternoon about actually I need to start a little bit late. I'll be back about 2:15 Central Standard Time. So about 4.5 hours from now, I will be live again with some more Magic the Gathering. Thank you everyone for watching, and I'll be back this afternoon. As always, shout out to all of my subs and resubs. Y'all are great. Y'all are the reason I'm able to do what I do as often as I do it. So peace, folks, and catch you soon.